Hello everybody, this is Xsyon99 back with another video of Xsyon. Now I want to go ahead and let you know my son, he's 9 years old, he loves this game and he thinks this game is worth the money. He couldn't wait for it on Steam. He went onto Steam, or onto the Xsyon website. He paid $29.99 US dollars, which includes the price of the game and his first month free. So a little cheaper than when I bought it 4 years ago, where I paid 40 bucks. To get it with the first month free. After that, it is $14.99 per month if you want to continue to be able to play it at the premium level. And if you subscribe to it for a longer period, like 3 months, 6 months, or a year, you do get a discount. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to go ahead and go into the war server. I'm going to be joining my son. And my son had made another character on here, but he has his own account now, so we're going to go ahead and delete this guy that my son had made, because you can only have one guy per account, so he has his own account now. And we are going to have to create a new player. Now, we are going to try to coordinate our skills and everything like that, so that we are not getting the same skills, so that we have a bigger, we're going to try to work together so that we have a bigger ability to work together and manufacture things and everything like that. I'm not real worried about all this birth date and everything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and put it at something random. Again, all this stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, it's whatever you want to look like, I guess. That head looks kind of gay, but I'll look like that. That's fine. All right, hairstyle. Let's give me some hair. I don't want to be bald. Alright. Sure, facial hair. I like the facial hair. I like the little goatee thing. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. Alright. That's fine, we'll be brown. You gotta select a shirt and crop, so we'll go ahead and do that. I like this, and I like these. Sure. Shoes. Sure. Zonkers. Pillager axe, massacre axe. I'm gonna take a dissector blade again. I'm gonna try that. And Christian, you want to take like an axe or something different, a pick or something. Take anything but a blade. Yeah, go back and pick something besides a blade. You already have a blade? Okay, so he's going to pick a club. You sure you don't want to pick an axe? Okay, you can do whatever you want. I think that's your weapon. Alright, so we're going to go to stats here. Let me go to stats. Did you make your guy really strong? My son put 40 of his stat points into strength. Fortitude. I definitely want to go ahead and go some here because that's my overall health. Maybe I won't die so much. I wanted to talk about that last video, that first video I made too, where I died to a rabbit. I killed a chicken, and then I was chasing a rabbit down, and it turned around and kicked my butt. It was like Kung Fu Rabbit. Now, obviously, I'm not super experienced with the fighting in this game yet. That'll probably take a little bit of practice where I can kill a rabbit, hopefully. But what's ironic about this is 4 years ago, when I had just started out, I even have a video on it, and from 4 years ago, I made a short little like 3-minute video or 2-minute video where I went up way up in the mountains, and it took me a while to find an animal, but I found a grizzly bear. And I found a grizzly bear 4 years ago, and I just had some little blade, just like the dissector, some little blade, I don't remember what it was, and a little knife or something. And I went and I attacked a grizzly bear, and I actually won. So the funny thing is, 4 years ago, my first animal that I crossed was a grizzly bear, and I actually attacked it with some small blade and won. And this time, 4 years later, in my last video, I attacked a rabbit and got killed. So, kind of funny there. Agility, speed, reflexes. We'll go ahead and up that a little bit. Dexterity is a measure of your precision and skills with manual tasks. So we might want that being pretty decent. We'll go 65 on that. Intelligence, learning ability. Could we be a dummy, or should I be kind of smart? Spirit. Measure of your power and affinity with nature. I don't know how important that is. That don't sound too important to me. Perception. Measure of your awareness or of your surroundings. We'll increase that a little bit. Charm. Your luck, your natural ability to achieve. I'll put 5 in that too. I think I'm going to go ahead and dexterity, intelligence, agility. Let's go ahead and make this 65 too. Alright, we're good. We used up all our stat points. Now, what did you choose for your combat skill? Armed combat? Okay. Okay, so we're going to go unarmed. If he's armed, we're going to go unarmed combat. You know what? Parrying. Actually, I might do dodging or something. I think I'll do dodging so that maybe I can dodge some of this stuff. Weapon skill. What weapon skill did you choose, Christian? Clubs? Okay. I'm going to do blade since I got a blade. Since you started with a club, that's why you did clubs, right? So I'm starting with a blade, so I'll do blades. Select skill. What 3 skills did you take? Have you taken skills yet? Okay, so you want to be a fisherman? I think one of us should take foraging and the other one should take scavenging. Okay, so I'll take scavenging. So he's taking foraging, I'll take scavenging. And then on another skill, one of us should take fishing and one of us should take hunting. You'll take hunting? Okay, well I'll be the fisherman then. And then the next one is a craft. Select a craft. Basketry, bone craft, leather craft, masonry. One of us should probably make tools because tools are pretty important. And no, I don't think tailoring. I'd say both of the two, maybe basketry. Let's do weapon craft and tools. How about you'll do weapon craft? Okay, well I'll do tools then. All right. And I don't know if this is the right stuff to take. We just want to do something different, and that's what we're trying to focus on. Okay, so we want to both start in the same spot. So let's see. Oh, we have to go here. Okay, let's see. Founders. No, we're gonna respawn at Founders, but I think we want to go kind of close. So if I die and you don't, or something like that, we'll be kind of close. So why don't we go Kings Beach? We'll both spawn at Kings Beach. Okay. So what's your name gonna be, dude? Your name's gonna be Hunters. Okay. My guy, instead of being Zax, he'll be Zaxel. Z-A-X-A-L. Okay. Check name. It's good. Okay, create. And I know nobody's being Hunters, because Hunters, you're the... Oh, so you got to go back into your shoes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and enter Xsyon as Zaxel here. And just make sure you don't change any of that stuff, the skills or anything. Alright, so I got to click him to select him, so I show him there, and then I'm going to enter Xsyon. Alright. I might need to go back. Usually you should have sound effects of music playing on the screen, so I might have my music turned down too low. That might be preferable for YouTube videos, but I like the music in this game. I really do. Yeah, my son's all into this game. It's a pretty cool game. I just haven't decided yet if this game's worth a 15 bucks a month. It probably is. I mean, I paid 15 bucks a month for World of Warcraft for 2 accounts for like a year, so if I could, and I did that mostly for my kids and stuff, but if I paid for World of Warcraft, surely I could pay for a unique game. Now this game, I noticed when I went and paid for it or whatever, they're headquartered in Nevada, so that's kind of cool. I thought they was in like Washington, but I guess they're in Nevada. I knew they was close to me here where I live over here in the Northwest United States. Welcome, you learned to craft. So it gave me a whole bunch of crap that I learned how to craft. Where was that? Here we go. You learn how to craft forager's measure by... Okay, so there's my son. So hang on just a second, bud. I want to read some of the stuff that I got here. Okay. So by taking tools, I learned how to make a bone file, a bucket, a hammer, a measure, a mortar and pestle, a needle, pins, pliers, punch, screwdriver, trowel, and a wrench. Okay, and there's my son there. Welcome to Xsyon. Okay, we're going to go back into this help if we need to, so I'm going to close this out, and then we're going to go ahead, and I want to look at this too, because I saw this in the video when I made it. So I can... How cool is that? So I can do hand signals just by pushing on any of these. Thumbs down. Here we go. It's right there above your hotbar. So face me. Face me so I can see you. No, look at me, weirdo. Now do some of that stuff. Okay, so you like flipped me off. What the heck? Oh, I see it. Okay. Alright, my son and I, so we both clapped, okay. What's this? Hurting? Oh, that's bow, okay. Thought it meant like back hurting because it looked like he was holding his back. Okay. There's praying. Pray for my safety if somebody comes up and tries to kill me. Maybe I can pray. I bet you praying in front of a revenant ain't gonna help you much. That's laughing. And you can even scroll over and get more. So there's like 2.5 pages of different emotes that you can do. Wow. How funny. That looks like a touchdown or something. Celebration. Alright, so... Alright, let's try to get something done now. Let's look around here and see where we're at. Whoa, look at that big place that somebody built. My max health is 46. That's probably based on your strength. His is 50, and it's probably based on his high strength, I'd guess. Because he put 90 points into his strength. Fortitude? I put 70 into fortitude too, I think. So your strength helped you out a little bit. Okay. So... we got a campfire over here. Entering Brockway, so we're in somebody else's tribal lands right now. And I believe if you're in somebody else's tribal lands, since we're on a PvP server, they could attack us if they were actually online. Oh yeah, I need to bring up some of my resources and crap, so I know what the hell I'm stepping on. There we go. Okay. Tribe. We're not going to start a tribe right yet. Well, I guess we could, but I want to find a good place to do that. We'll bring our skills up here. Backpack. Okay. And then I open this backpack, and that's my crap. Alright, this is empty bag slots, I think. Same thing here. Oh, I need to bring up my character screen. Too much crap to bring up. Jesus. Alright. Inventory. There we go. I don't know, I'll put this up here. Okay. And what else do I need? Resources, actions. I already had actions up. No, I didn't. Alright. What's this saying? I'm well hydrated and I'm well nourished. Okay. Alright. Alright, hang on, dude. Alright. Danger level medium in Brockway. Alright. Let's keep running here. So many windows to open up if you want to see everything. My son's like sprinting, which is X, by the way. Which is kind of cool. You know, you want to get out of Dodge way, but that's going to use up your hydration. It looks like it's going down. It's going to use up your energy to sprint. Alright, so... we're entering another civilized area over here. You know, there's... I remember when I played this game 4 years ago, you'd run forever and not, like, see nothing. You wouldn't see any logs already torn down. You wouldn't see anybody's buildings or anything. It was mostly an empty world. And now, the game's been kind of in beta for 4 years. There's nothing but... there's just tons of buildings and tribes already set. So, global. Nobody's talking right now. I don't know how many people are online. Or if there's a way to find out how many people are online. Hey, I'm racing you, buddy. Ha! I win. I won. You can race your buddies. Come on, dude. Uh-oh. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Your running skill has increased. Wow. Don't I feel good. Is this a canyon with a river in it? Okay. Whose campfire is this? It's depleted. It's a property of Renishow, whoever the hell that is. Do you know Renishow, Christian? Hunters. My son's nickname is Hunters, and everybody calls him that. Even people he meets online will call him Hunters and like make songs about him. He used to play Call of Duty and stuff with an older guy when he was like 6 or 7, and this older guy would just have a good time laughing at him and stuff like that and sing like, Hunters, Bonners, we're gonna have a lot of funners, and he'd be cracking up laughing, and my son would get so mad. Huh, Christian? Huh, Hunters? Are we gonna have a lot of funners today? In Xsyon? Yeah? How come you didn't pick no hair, dude? You don't wanna? Alright, so we need to find a place. I would say by the water would be good that we can call our tribe. Can we set up a tribe here? Let me see here. Return to game. Tribe. Start tribe. Please enter a name for your tribe. Okay, so we're going to call this the Funner tribe, because funner is a good word. Check tribe name. Nobody's taken that, I'm sure. So I've started a funner tribe, Christian, and how do you put, I'm trying to figure out how you put up your tribe post. Can I, actions, maybe it's one of these. Let's see. Tribe post. I know people put up tribe post places, so let me see how we put up a tribe post, or if we even can here. Tribe. Funner. Okay, no. Start tribe. Okay. 20 members are required to place a tribe totem. What? 20 members are required to place a totem. Wow. Okay. Select alignment. We can be neutral, good, or evil. We'll be good. But invite. I'll invite you. You invited hunters to join your tribe. Okay, so he accepted, so now he's in my tribe, but we got to get a lot more people going. And we can't place a totem until we get 20 people to sign up. I don't even know if there's 20 people online. Wow. Okay, hang on. Let's see here. Place totem. It's going to tell me... Oh! I placed it! I thought it said I had to have 20 people. Maybe that's changed. Okay, so now we have our totem here. I wonder if it will reappear here now if we die. Maybe it did. I'm not sure. I thought it said trade totem, abandoned, quest totem. What the hell's a quest totem for? Do you want to place a totem here? Yes, we'll place a totem here. What's this do? Okay, so we have a regular tribe totem up here, and if I click on it, it just says totem. Okay. What the hell does this mean? Funner quest totem. Okay. So some move, I can move it. I can quest. I guess so. Quest. Funner quest. View quest. Create quest. Title. Creator Zaxel. Status new. Description. I can change the description. I can make a type. Okay. Collect. Hunt. Craft. Okay. Let's go craft. Hit apply. So it's a crafting quest, and the goal is set quest goal. Amount. Can I click this? No. Quality. I don't know. Set quest goal. Make 10. Make baskets? I don't know. I have no idea. That is not a valid quest item. Okay. Make 3. No, make dagger. No, make dissector. That's what I have. See if I can do. I'm just trying to do something. Let's see what this is. Apply. That is not a valid quest item. Okay. Hang on. Let's see. You can create a quest too? Cool. So my son, because he's in my tribe, can make his own quest too. Rewards. We can give away rewards. Craft, cancel. Time limit, you can set a time limit for number of days or expiration. Wow. And the goal, I don't exactly know how this works. So we're going to get back into that. I'm not going to spend this whole video trying to figure that out. I'll probably have to read about that and see how that works. For now, I'm going to go ahead and remove this quest totem. And I'm going to go back over here to my regular totem that I've placed. And let's see. I can't right click it. Oh, tribe information. Okay, funner. Tribe message of the day. Select your tribe banner. Okay. Select your tribe banner. Won't let me click anything. Set as start location. Yes. It won't let me check that though. Okay. 2 members. Currency dollar bills. So alright. Select tribe emblem up here. Okay. We are going to be. We'll be this one for now. Main color. So I can change the color of that flag. That's cool. Okay, we'll make orange. Be 1. Secondary color is, I don't know, green. Oh, okay, so different colors, orange and green. Okay, set tribe message, set tribe URL if I had my own website. Set buffer, tribe reversion buffer. I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to leave it alone. Members. I'm the leader. My son is a member. And if I wanted to change his rank, for example, I could change his rank to leader or a member. Okay. I don't know what that leader or member. Okay, never mind. Since I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Ranks. Oh, I could make a new rank here if I wanted to. So if I wanted to make him a inner rank name, vice leader. Okay, apply name. And he has control over inviting members, removing members. I'm going to leave the ranks to me just because for now. Name tribe. What the heck happened? That was weird. Okay. Ranks. Thought I said. Huh? Vice leader. Hang on just a second here. Apply name. Okay, he's going to be able to invite members, remove members, set messages, terraform, fish, gather, chop trees, plant, build roads, clear rocks, build fires, dismantle, assign fire. We won't let him place new totems, but he can do quests, hunt, and gather. Sure. So now I've made it a vice leader member, so now I should be able to go back and upgrade my son to set rank. So now I can set him as a vice leader, assign. So you've assigned hunters to the vice leader rank. So now you can invite people, you can make quests, you can clear land, and all kinds of good stuff, dude. Okay, I just wanted to kind of see how that works. Again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this stuff. Tribe information, add money into the reserves. That's cool. Resource bonuses in progress. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Sometimes it's like back-clicking on me, and I don't know why. Okay, so we're right next to a whole big tribe, it looks like, over here. But we did find a spot of empty land, and now we can be invaded and raped by other tribes, Christian. And look what I found down there. I found an animal. This should be our first priority, is killing this animal, whatever it is. Because if it's a rabbit, I got to get revenge for the rabbit killing me in the last... Oh, this is a chicken. Okay, so I remember C is combat. I better be able to kill a chicken. It's not going to attack me, I hope. My son thinks this chicken's going to attack me, and then he's going to laugh. Oh, there's a marmot up there. Yeah. Okay, I need to speed up to catch this thing. Okay, chicken's dead. So we got, now let's kill this marmot. Think we can kill a marmot together? I don't know, if I died to a... I'm lagging a little bit, damn it. Oh my god, it's killing me. It killed me like fast. Fortunately though, I think I set my respawn date spot to... You died too? So marmot killed us both. So you do know the mouse can, you can swing the weapon with your mouse, and like how long you hold the mouse button down is how hard you hit, supposedly. So now we have to just wait, and hopefully we'll respawn at the tribe location that we just set. I would think, anyway. Now, one thing I do want to say about this game, and I love this, and you don't see this in a lot of games. The really cool thing I like about when you die is you stay at a ghost here for a couple of minutes, and you can see what actually happened. So if we had been having an epic battle, I would be able to stay there, or say it was another player or whatever. You know, a lot of times when you die, it just goes to a black screen, or it respawns you instantly wherever, and you don't get to see how the battle ended. So if, for example, me and my son were fighting two other players, and I died, you know, but I knew we had him close to dead, at least I would be able to stay there and kind of see if my son survived or if, you know, he got killed too. I like that. And you don't see that in a lot of these games where you do have the ability to kind of see what happens after your death. So hopefully we both respawn back at our tribe location. Since one of the options that I set there was, yes, I'm here. So you died just after me, so you'll be here in a minute, I guess. Okay, so the one thing I don't like is when I respawned, now I have to reset up all my crap again. But it is in the same location that I last had it, so it's just a matter of reopening it again. So I guess that's not too bad. At least I don't have to drag everything around again. Okay, what am I forgetting here? Actions, resources, social. No, that's not what I had. Tribe. Actions. What are my skills? No, I don't think so. I got my clothes on. On your screen, you don't see me with clothes on? Let me check my inventory. Yes, I have my pants and my shirt. In my dissector, I have all my stuff. That's weird that you don't see my clothes. So you see me naked or what? Oh, I know what I had. I had this pack open. That's what I had. Okay. Okay. Let's move. I want to get all this stuff set up right so that when I die, it's just a matter of opening it up. I don't know how to take them off. Let's see. Let me open my pack here. I drag my crap into my... Which one's in my pack? Right there. Okay. My son's wanting me to take my clothes off and put them back on and see if he can see them. Here. Okay, so I had to take my clothes off and put them back on for my son to see me with clothes. That's probably a good thing because I don't want my son seeing me naked. That's not normal. That is definitely not normal. So we can kill a chicken. We know that, but a marmot is death for us. At least at this point. Alright. So we got our tribe location. We respawn there. Leaving Funner. Okay, so we're leaving my tribe location now. Now, it is raining, which is cool. Makes me wonder if it's raining in the Tahoe area. I don't know if that's changed or what, because I thought the night and day was based on the Tahoe area in real life too, but evidently not, because the other night I logged in at like midnight for a minute and the world was light. Alright, so can I do anything with this? I can pick this up. Property of merch. Well, it ain't property of merch no more because I'm still in it. You don't have room for that. Aspen firewood. This is... So my son says we need a cart. Oh, I got flint so we can make a fire. Oh, okay. My log went up here. You can't put your log in your pack, can you? In your cloth pack. No, you can't carry that here. Okay, so let's just... Should we carry this over by our tribe? For now? I don't know. Entering funner. Okay. So now if I want to take this log off, I can do that by just dropping it there. What other options do I have with this? Chop firewood. Here we go. You must equip an axe in your right hand. I don't even know if I have an axe. I do. Okay, so I can put an axe in my right hand. I believe I have to get rid of this branch knife. Okay, chop firewood. Okay, so now firewood's going to be in my backpack. I have 4 of them. Okay, should we build a fire now? Build a fireplace. Okay, I'm trying to remember how you craft crap. Action. There must be an action. Okay. Build fire building right here. Okay, so right-click stuff. Okay, I'm going to build 1. Basic campfire. And it requires 10 freaking rocks. So I don't need any firewood. I just need 10 rocks. Okay. So, is this a rock? Can I get this rock? Destroy rock. You must equip a pick in your right hand. So what kind of rocks do I have to get for... It couldn't be that hard because I see fireplaces everywhere. Let's see. Destroy rock. Do I have a pick? Okay. I don't have a pick. Okay, so I wonder if that's something I can make. So I chose tool crafting, so let's see. Basketry, toolcraft, fire building, toolcraft. So if I want to build a pick, what do I need? Let's see. I don't see it. A pick would be a tool, would it not? Paintbrush, pliers, punch, screwdriver, screwer, wrench, chalk. Huh. I can't pick. It's not an option there. Okay. 3. So I guess I have to learn how to make that somehow. So you don't start off knowing how to make everything. You have to learn how to make different things in the game. I do know that. So how we would get rocks, I have no idea. They can't, like I say, they can't be that hard because I've seen a million people with fire pits everywhere. Okay. I've seen a million fire pits just running around. So I wouldn't think finding rocks is that hard. It may be something that shows up under your resources. I don't know. You know, when you run around. But right now I can gather some grass. Okay. Gather some more grass. My son thinks we're the only ones playing that right now, and that is, hopefully that changes after this game launches on Steam and more people come into the game. Because it's Friday now and the 26th, the day after Christmas. So I'm wondering if, once this game launches on the 29th, which is Monday, if we'll start seeing at least a few more players join the game. Alright, so I've gathered all the grass in that area. I moved forward a couple of steps. I don't have any room for that. Okay. Let's run back home to our... Where is it? It's over here. Somewhere, I think. Yep. So, go see if I can put this grass down. Or build something with it or something. Okay. Destroy rock. Okay. Can I craft something with basketry? I didn't take basketry, but hiding, basketry. I do know how to make some basic stuff, though. And one of the things I was hoping I could make some Dogwa pants. Takes a lasher, a weaver. Do I even have this crap? Probably don't. What's this? A knife. Okay, son, open up your cloth pack in your backpack. Do you happen to have, what tools do you have? Wow, okay. So you don't have a lasher or a weaver, do you? You'd probably start with those if you had picked basketry. But since you didn't choose basketry, we don't have no way of making grass armor. That sucks. Because grass armor requires that you have the tools of a lasher and a weaver. Now, if I go to tool crafting, can I make a lasher? Okay, I can make a lasher, and that requires a hammer, which I should have since I have toolcraft. Did I not start with a hammer? Okay, and that's a mallet. Would a mallet work? Okay. And materials, I just need a rock. If I have a rock, I can make a lasher. And then a weaver, and it's a tool. And a weaver, pretty much the same thing. It just requires the hammer and requires a frickin' rock. So how do we get rocks? Rocks can't be that hard to get. We need to figure out how to get rocks. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop my grass here too. So let's put it in the same pile. Let's put our grass over here in a pile by the rock over here. Where? Oh, okay. So, oh, here it is. There we go. Okay. Oh, I see a revenant. Holy crap. There's revenants over here. You said my son killed a revenant with one of his new guys. Oh, and I also see a deer. I thought, oh, you almost killed a revenant though. You almost fought. My son took one and almost. Okay, so I got my dissector. I'm gonna go try to kill this freaking deer because we need meat. You know what? This is a mule deer, and if a bunny killed me, how the hell am I gonna survive a attack of a deer? But you know what? Screw it. Look how big this deer is. This deer is huge. Hang on, dude. I'm fighting a monstrous deer, if that helps. Oh, I'm not in combat mode. Damn it, dummy. I was sitting there trying to hit it, and I forgot to go into combat mode. Yep, now it's attacking me, and now it's gonna kick my ass. For sure. Yep. So, I shouldn't have expected to be able to kill a deer. Look how big this deer is. It's huge. And there's my dead ass laying on the ground. Yeah, there's a revenant across the river somewhere. So we do have revenants nearby. Oh, I see it again. He's just walking around. Yep. I don't know, my son's asking me if the revenant has a weapon. So you don't have any more time to explore as a ghost besides the time bar, so I'm not going to be able to get close enough to see if he has... Oh yeah, I do. Okay, I have to hit OK. So let me see. Yes, the revenant has a weapon. It has... I thought I saw a weapon. Yes, he does. He has a... like a little knife. And he has tennis shoes, and he has a pair of shorts. So I don't know if he's killed somebody else, or... Huh. So... Oh, so my son said that he played this scheme on my account when he made a guy, and the guy that I deleted, he fought a revenant and had shorts and a knife like that, and now this revenant has his shorts and knife. So that's funny. So that revenant has killed hunters and has gained power by doing that. That's cool that it tells me that Funner, he's in the Funner tribe, and it says he's, and yeah, it tells you what position they play and everything. Alright, so let's go fight the revenant. Follow me. I'll show you where it's at. We're going to go fight the Revenant. I can't kill a deer, and I can't kill a rabbit, but we're going to go fight a Revenant. And then he'll get even stronger after he kicks my butt, and kicks my son's butt, probably. But maybe if we both attack him at once, we can defeat the evil Revenant. I just got to find him again. I don't even see you, dude. I see all you see is your name. Oh, he killed me. I didn't even take hardly any of his health down. But see, I do like this, how you can stay and watch the fight. So you can kind of see who's winning. My son's doing better against the Revenant than I did. But he's getting owned too. So now the Revenant's going to get stronger. We can keep coming back and fighting him, but if we keep losing, he's just going to get stronger and more powerful. And he's running off. But he did get hurt. You messed him up pretty good. But I don't know how quickly his health will restore. Like he might be back to full health before we even respawn and get back over here. I would think it would take him longer to... Yeah, his health's not going up real quick. So as long as if we come and respawn, if we come back, I think we'll be able to take him. Yeah, that's my shirt. I hope he didn't take my dissector too. Let's see. Yeah, he took my shirt for sure. He already has a weapon though, so maybe he didn't take my weapon. Okay, I still have my... Okay. I'm gonna fight this freaking Revenant. Then. Because he's somewhere over here. There he is. His health's still less than half. Let me practice fighting here a minute. Ooh. Okay. Let's try a backstab. He's gonna kill me again. He killed me again. Now he'll take my weapon, I bet, or my pants. No, he's already got shorts on. So, okay, let's kill this Revenant now. Da 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 da. He's coming at me. I'm coming at him. Oh, he's running from me. He's running from me. Oh, he was turned away from me and he killed me, bastard. 9.2 damage taken. I'm hitting him for 2 and he's hitting me for 9. Freaking bastard. And he hit me for 6 the last time. Okay, before I died this last time, I wonder if he was hitting me for... It's not like he's hitting me for... 10 damage. God. He is so close to dead, though. I thought you said you almost killed her, though. Oh, look, this Revenant that I was attacking is sitting down. That's cool. What's up, buddy? Come on, I almost got you. Die, bitch. Oh, come on! Look at that bastard. Look at his health. You effing queer. And you bet he was sitting down to regain his health, too. You freaking queerbait. I want my shirt back. Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we can ask him to join. So you can ask him to join. You can invite him somehow. I'm going to be mad if I die to this thing. Oh, I killed him. Yay, I killed the Revenant. Alright, so how do I loot him? Bastard. Do I go over him and collect resources? What the hell do I do? Come on. Stats, skills, inventory, packs, actions, resources. Revenant. Loot. There we go. Right click him on and loot him. Alright, he has my shirt. I'll put that back on me. Oh, I gotta grab it to my pack probably first, I guess. Alright, so let me see here. Right click. There's my shirt. So I can put, oops. I can put this shirt on. Now he has some cargo shorts. Those are probably yours from your other guy. Okay. Slowpokes? What the hell's slowpokes? I don't know. I'll loot him though. And this guy don't... Oh, he has a combat bleed. Oh, he has a pack. I think. No, I can't take his pack though. Why can't I open his pack? Huh. I guess that's just where his pack would go if he had a pack. But I can't do anything here. Okay. So now can I do something? Loot. Nothing else I can do. I can't chop him up or nothing. I can't take his head to show the world. And he's naked now. He's like in his underwear. That's freaking gross. Freaking Revenant. Bastard. Alright guys, finally starting to figure out a little bit about this game here. About, like, I took Toolcraft. As you see here is one of the items that I took. It's one of my crafting skill that I chose was Toolcraft. And it helps if you have other people that are good at different skills that you're working with. So, you know, everybody can kind of work on different things to help build stuff. I also took scavenging and fishing as my 2 resource gathering. And now I'm working on Toolcraft here, and you only start off knowing how many to, you know, only knowing how to make so many of these schemes. There's 303 different things you can make in Toolcraft. And for example, we need a saw so we can saw up the wood and start trying to build, like, you know, a house or whatever. So I don't know how to make a saw yet, but what I'm learning how to do is, what you do is you take one of the items that you already know how to make that requires the least amount of resources, like this forager's chisel here. Okay, only requires that I have a hammer. I'm using my mallet, and I just right click on it and put it there. And then what I'm doing is I'm just simply gathering some granite. And the cool thing about granite is I can stand in the same spot and just gather, it seems like an unlimited amount of granite. Unlike, you know, grass or branches or whatever, you kind of have to move around because the supply will run out in a certain spot. Now, another thing I'm learning from talking to this guy from France that I met here, Zarn, is once you fill up this green bar, and this green bar will slowly fill up by crafting. Once you fill this bar all the way up, then you get to actually add 10 points to one of your skills, any skill that you choose, I believe. So I'm probably going to put that in Toolcraft, so then I'll learn a whole bunch of new crap once I do that. But I'm just continuing to gather this granite here. And I'm going to go ahead and make 4 of these chisels at a time. You're limited because you only start off with a cloth pack here, and you're limited in room, how much stuff you can make and how much stuff you can carry. So some of the tools that I actually started with, I actually disposed of and threw on the ground. I wanted to make sure I only threw things that I knew how to make away to give me more room. You make a bone saw, level up my combat skill, and kill prey and make bone armor. So... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and continue to collect this granite here. I want to get 4 of them. And granite, by the way, is rock. I was talking about it needed rock earlier. Granite works for rock. So you see here in this recipe it requires that you have a hammer and rock. Granite naturally is a form of rock. So we're going to go ahead and collect 1 more of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and craft 4 of these chisels at a time. I'm not going to craft more because they'll fill up my pack and then I'll need to dispose of them. So I'm going to go ahead and hit, now that I've got my mallet filled out, again you would just right click it, it'll automatically fill this. I'll right click this granite in my pack, it'll automatically fill the materials here, and then I'll hit craft. Each bar will be 1, and I'll try to craft 4 of these chisels. And you'll see it tells me my name, the quality of it, and I guess that's all based on my skill. So I just learned how to make a pioneer's punch. Again, I'm still doing this because I really want to learn how to make scissors. scissors are going to be really useful, and then I really want to learn how to make a saw. As this guy's saying, once he has a saw, he can end up making bone armor for us rather than this grass armor that we wear right now. So that'll be cool. So now I'm just going to keep working this, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw all these chisels that I made out and destroy them like this. Okay, and then I'm going to continue to gather granite here and try to do this 4 at a time and just keep making these chisels a million times, I guess, until I learn how to make a saw. Eventually, if I keep making this is a slow process. I'm learning how to make this stuff, but once you get it, you're going to be able to start making some pretty cool things, I guess. So I'm just going to keep working until I eventually randomly learn how to make this saw or some scissors that are going to help. Those are the two things that I really want to learn how to make now. But I am learning how to make a bunch of other stuff, like a detailer, a roller, other stuff that I'm eventually going to need later on, I'm sure. They're just not what I want right now. Too bad you can't pick what you choose. So this guy's saying Xsyon has a wiki. Okay, so I have 4 now, so I'm going to go ahead and fill those in down here. I'm going to go ahead and craft, and hopefully we'll learn how to make a saw. That's what we really want here. Shears! There we go. That's one of the things I wanted to make. That's scissors. Okay. And a Pioneer's pressing board. I already learned how to make one pressing board. Forager's pressing board. Now I learned how to make the Pioneer's pressing board. So I can think that's a little better version. So I'm still working on the saw. Let's see what the shears takes to make, though. Okay. Shears. Forager shears takes a hammer, a chisel. I have a chisel, I think. No, it's a skewer. I think I can make a chisel, though. I don't have one. I think I dumped it out, destroying it. Granite, obsidian, and twine. Okay, so let me tell this guy. Oops. I'll tell him I don't know where you get obsidian. Oh, a chisel is one of the things I keep throwing away. So we're going to keep going ahead and gathering this granite. It is made at the top of a mountain. So far I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's pretty darn cool. It's just, you know, it's time consuming to learn all these recipes and start learning all the tools and stuff like that and all the different things you need to make. Like I need to make some more packs so I can put them here so I can carry more crap, because my encumbrance is only, you know, 20% full, so I could carry some more packs so I could have more room to carry a bunch more stuff. So you're gonna end up having a lot of stuff in this game, and you're going to want more packs. And so far I can't make more packs. I believe that's going to be in basketry or tailoring or something. And those skills are not very high. So we're going to go ahead and right click this. We're going to go ahead and right click this. We're going to craft. Hopefully we'll learn how to make a saw here so he can make some cool stuff. Tongs. Bone saw. There we go. So that's exactly what I want to learn how to make. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'll probably go ahead and keep one of these. And I notice the quality of these things are getting better the more of these things I make, because I think the first one of these I made, I think it was like a 22 quality. Now it's a 27. So let's go ahead and see what the bone saw requires. Okay, he's got a saw blade. I don't know if he got that by... He found it. Yep, it tells you that he gave this to me, but he found it. So I can make him a saw now. And I think the way he found the bone saw was simply by scavenging. Now I've put scavenging here in my 0, so I can just hit the 0 key at any time to scavenge. And let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. So my scavenging didn't succeed, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make him a saw. Alright. I was wondering why a saw would take 4 saw blades. That was pretty weird. Alright, so a saw is branches. I have some branches already gathered here. And then I need to make some twine. I think I can make some twine out of the string. That's in basketry. Twine is made out of string. So I'll go ahead and put some of that here. I need how many? I don't know. We'll go ahead and make... I'll go ahead and make all that. So bam. This guy's language is, the language barrier here is a little bit weird sometimes. I don't think he understands what I'm saying or what I'm saying. Who is this guy? Oh, that's my son. Okay, my son's back. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of this twine here. As much as I can. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I don't need that right now. It's just taking up room in my pack. And room in my pack is vital. So now I'm going to go back to my toolcraft here. Go back to a bone saw. And I only want to make one of these. That's all I have room for. I'm going to take this twine. I'm going to take this. And I'm going to right click on my bone saw that he gave me. I'm going to go ahead and hit craft. Now I don't know why you would want to unlearn this, but I'm sure there's some reason why you would want to unlearn something. Oh, I got to click on my hammer, and I also need a craft knife, which is right here. So remember to click on your tools, then craft is available. Hopefully I succeed and don't fail. Yes, I did. So I learned how to make a better chisel now, and I also made him a bone saw. Alright, so that is how crafting works. Okay. You're hungry? Okay, I'll get you some food in just a second, dude. Okay, let me get him this bone saw. But that is how crafting works in the game. So as soon as I learn something else cool, I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Okay guys, one of the first things you're probably going to want to do when you get into Xsyon is you're going to want to make sure that you're drinking and make sure that you're eating nourishment. I think you want to keep both of these at least 25% and not too full. You don't want too full of a belly, so you want to keep them under 75%, I believe it says. Now you can try to kill these little animals to get food, or you can just start fishing. Even if you haven't taken fishing as a primary skill, if you have a fishing pole, the good thing about taking it as one of your primary skills for resources is you're going to start at 25, and I believe you're going to start with a fishing rod. You simply go ahead and equip the fishing rod in your right hand. Make sure you don't have anything in your left hand or it won't allow you to fish. And then you want to go down to your actions and find the fishing action. You can either right click it there or you could just drag it down to your hotbar like I have here. And then you don't have to target the water or anything. I'm just trying to show what I look like here by holding down the mouse wheel and getting a different angle. But then you just simply hit 1. It says I don't have room to carry anymore, so let me go ahead and get rid of one of my fishies here. And we'll go ahead and hit 1. And you'll see my guy go ahead and fish automatically. You just have to be near the water, obviously. And you'll see the progress bar. And you'll see that my fishing skill right now is 25.6. The more you fish, the better you'll get. And the more stuff you do, whatever you do, it looks like you fill in that green bar right above my hotbar there. And I guess I caught a fish there. And that fish actually made a new rainbow trout, so it didn't take up the other slot. Different fish will take up different kinds of slot in your starting cloth pack. Now it looks like you have different slots for more packs, but you only start off with a 1. I haven't yet figured out how to make a new pack. I'm sure that's going to be in basketry or tailoring or something like that. But I've already clicked those, and I can't make anything yet. as far as packs, but you know, on those kind of skills, because I took tool crafting, I guess tool crafting is one of the more important ones to make, because without tools you can't do a lot of stuff. So tool crafting is probably your highest recommended uh, crafting skill that you might want to train, especially if you're going to be going solo. You want to be able to make the tools so that you can, you know, make everything that you need to make. So we're going to go ahead and continue to fish here until I fill up my pack. Now you don't need to catch this many fish uh, because then they're going to be stuck in your backpack until you actually learn how to do basket weaving and start making some storage containers, and probably set down a totem pole and start a tribe and stuff like that. And that might be something you want to do pretty quick too, is set down a totem pole and start at least your own tribe until you join up with other people anyhow. That way you have a safe place where people can't attack you. By setting down a totem pole, it's also going to allow you to basically set your spawn point for when you die. And I'll show you how you set that here. I'm just continuing to fish, and I want to show you how to... Now, these raw fish, if I right-click on them, I can't do anything right now because I'm still fishing. But these fish, if I right-click on them, I don't have an option to eat them, and that's because they're raw right now. Okay, so you can't eat, obviously, raw fish. But what you can do is one of the first training things, if you go through the training, one of the first things it shows you how to do is gather up stones. And by gathering stones, you can actually make a campfire. Okay, so we are going to... Let's show you how to make a campfire, just in case you don't know how to make a campfire. I think it's as easy as to build a campfire. You'll come here to your actions. One of your actions is actually build a campfire right here. And if you right-click on it, it basically says a basic campfire, and it'll tell you you need 10 rocks. Okay, to get rocks, you don't actually... At first, I was thinking you had to go on these kind of rocks, and I was looking under the resources, which you put the shovel to show this tab. But that isn't what you do at all. You're looking for your resources, but you want to go ahead and find like terrain, like by a bed of water or whatever, terrain that kind of looks like a rock, and you'll see like granite or something like that, some kind of rock. And then you simply right-click on it, and you're actually going to gather that rock. So we're going to go ahead and gather 10 of these rocks, and a lot of the stuff in this game is going to be really time consuming. So if you're expecting things to go really quick, this may not be the game for you. But if you like a deep crafting game, a game where you can actually, you know, craft just about anything you can imagine, this might be a game that you're going to love. I'm going to go ahead and keep crafting these until I get the 10 rocks that I'm actually going to need. So I'm just going to continue this. Alright guys, so once you actually get your 10 granites or 10 rocks as you'll need, you can actually build your basic campfire. And you'll see that under fire building, where I've clicked right here, again, to get here you just simply right click. You'll see at the top under fire building it shows a total of 2 schemes or 2 schematics for fire building. I only know 1. So the first number is how many you know out of how many possible. So the basic campfire is probably just a starting one. I only have 5 skill. If I click on this, it shows me 5 skills needed to do this. And you're going to start with 5 skill on everything on your skill list. So I assume that at probably 25 skill or 35 skill or who knows what, you'll learn how to make some kind of an advanced campfire. We're not going to worry about that though. A basic campfire is all you actually need. Now, one of our buddies here that we actually had sign up in our tribe has built this campfire. I'll go ahead and build another campfire here just to show you how it works. So we're going to go ahead, once we built the 10, we've gathered the 10, any kind of rock, any kind of granite or any kind of rock basically, just right click on it. It will fill in the 10 rocks that you need over here, and then you can simply hit craft. You don't have room to carry anymore, so let's go ahead and get rid of this one fish. You always have to have room in your pack, or enough pack space to hold the item that you're creating. So we'll go ahead and hit craft here. And now we've built a... Now I don't know why it had to have us have room in the pack, because it set the campfire down right here. So now, before we can light it, we're going to need to go ahead and add fuel to the campfire. So to add fuel to it, we're just simply going to go and take a log. If you can't find a log, you can always chop one down. But we can come up here to any of these logs here and right click on it. And no, not like that. It has to be a shorter log. So if you cut down a tree, you want to cut it down into the shorter logs like this. Right click on it and you'll chop firewood. You must equip an axe in your right hand. Okay, so very well. So we'll get rid of this fishing rod and we'll go ahead and equip our axe. Make sure it's in your right hand. It's the right hand as you look at it on the screen when you equip it at the right side. Look, your right side looking at it, it'll put it in his right hand. You'll also see it in his right hand down here on the game screen. So let's go ahead and right click one of these logs again. Chop firewood. You'll see me chopping it up, the progress bar, and I'll probably gather it right here in my pack. Yes. So that's what chopped firewood looks like. It tells you what kind of wood it is, the quality, and etc. So I have 4 logs now. I'm going to come over here, come back to my fire ring with my rocks. I'm going to add fuel. Okay. So now we've added one of our logs, one of 4. We can actually add up to 4 logs. So let's go ahead and keep adding fuel. It looks like you can hold 4. And it also says ready to light up here. Tells you that I'm actually the person who made this. So now we have 4 out of 4 logs ready to light. Now we just need to go ahead and set fire. You must equip a blade in your right hand. So now we got to go ahead and take the axe out, equip any of your, any kind of blade, whether it be just a blade like this combat blade or whether it be a dissector like this. Any kind of blade should work. Now we're going to go ahead and right click, set fire. And I believe that you have to have flint. So if you don't have flint, you're probably not going to be able to start a fire. You can see me scraping the flint here and trying to blow on it and trying to set it ablaze. Now, once I've lit it, you'll see that if I click on the campfire, it shows me fuel 404, and I have 103 hours left, it looks like, or 108. I can't read that. I think it's 103. So now we've got our campfire lit. Now we've got some raw fish here that we can't eat. Well, we want to cook those fish, so we're going to go ahead and right click. We're going to click roast. And again, it's going to bring up our requirements here to roast the fish. This is going to show you whatever ingredient you're trying to cook. So you could also put second ingredients here. So we're going to go ahead and put in a fish here. Now, we're also going to go ahead and use a skewer. You can make this as a tool if you don't know how to make it, or if you don't have one of these, you'll have to actually have tool crafting or have somebody make you a skewer, it looks like. So you just right click on your skewer in your backpack. So you see that I crafted that when I hover over it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click cook now. Now if I added some secondary ingredients, it would probably make something even fancier. Let's see if I can put in a fish down here. No, I cannot. But you may be able to collect like leaves or plants or something like that and actually make something fancier. In fact, let's go ahead and gather some grass here and see if we can't add grass as a second ingredient. I have no idea. I haven't tried this yet. So I'm going to try it just out of curiosity. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to see if it'll let me add the grass. Nope. If I drag it down there, no. Alright, so, Now one thing I did find over here in one of my baskets, this is one of my baskets that Xsyon here made. He has basketry and he has enough skill to actually make these crafts. I had some salt down here. What is this? Sierra Zamp gathered by yarn. Oh, salt right here. So let's put the salt in my backpack and see if I can't. Come on. There we go. See if I can't add salt to the fish to make it more savory or something. Alright, let's seasonings. Oh, it won't let me add seasonings. Okay, interesting. I figured it would let me add the seasonings here under salt. Open cookbook. See, I don't know any. This might be why, is because I don't actually know any kind of recipes on anything. So maybe all I can make is basic fish right now. And as I cook more and more fish, I might actually learn new recipes. We'll go ahead and cook that one fish now. Actually, if I wanted to make 3, I could do that because I have 3 of these kind of fish, right? That is a Minicaw. Yep. So I can make 3 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and cook all 3. And Xsyrn's asking me if I have fish. Say yes, cooking now. You don't have room to cook this. Okay. That's not cool. Okay, so it's telling me, let's see, let's put this over here in this hand. Now let's go ahead and cook it again. This is still a Milica. Okay, we'll go ahead and, I don't know why it wouldn't put it right there. That's kind of weird. There we go. So it looks like it always wants at least one slot open anytime you do anything, even if you already have whatever you're making in a pile. Kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and put this in. We have 3 of those, so we can go ahead and move that forward to 3, since we have 3 of those kind of fish. Now you'll see this is actually kokanee salmon kebab, where this is actually Mackinaw trout kebab. So we have 3 of each. Now we'll go ahead and add these, and we can make 7 of those. Cook now. I'm kind of hoping that one of these gives me some kind of a new recipe. My roasting skill is going up, you'll see. 6.46, 6.55, and I'm pretty sure once you get your skill high enough, you'll be able to make, I burnt this food, you'll be able to make some fish and some kebab or whatever really, really good. So we'll go ahead and close that out. It'll put my skewer back in here. Let's go ahead and open up a trade and give this guy some fish, because he was looking for some fish, I think. Okay, he has to accept the trade before a trade window will pop up. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and give him these 5 fish here. And I'll hit accept here. This is how a trade works. And then he'll hit accept, and he'll take those 5 cooked fish. Once he hits accept, nice doing business with you, and you'll see they've been removed from my pack. And now he has something to eat. He says thank you, and I'll put you're welcome, YW for you're welcome. So now I'm going to go ahead and eat as well, because I'm down at 31%. And what a weird name I've got for my tribe, Funner, because I named it with my son's nickname, Hunter. Something kids say all the time. I had more funner than you. Alright. It's kind of cool how you see it, you eating fish, it actually looks like you're gnawing on fish, or eating corn on the cob or something. It's pretty cool looking. Get a close-up shot here. And you'll see that each time I was at 31, now I'm at 55, and I'm slowly gaining nourishment as I eat these fish. And that's basically your basic survival, is learning how to eat, and learning how to drink water to stay. And as you'll see, my hydration is really going down. It may be going down more because I'm eating fish. I'm not sure. Eating fish might make me thirstier. But we'll go down and go to the river to drink. Okay. So I got those 3 fish eaten now. Now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go ahead and put my salt away because I don't need that. I want to keep as much space open as I can so I can gather more crop. Put those in there. I'm probably not going to need a chisel anytime soon. I'll put these fish in here as well for later. Probably not going to need a needle anytime soon. I might need to cook some fish though. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go back down here to the river here because my hydration is down low, and it's as simple as keep opening up your resources window here so you can see that I have sand and water available. I'll right click on sand, and you'll see that I am now drinking from the water. So now it fills it up about 25% every time you do that, it looks like, when you drink from the river. So you don't want to get it too, drink too much water, but you want to try to get it around 75%. If you go a little bit over, that's fine. But I wouldn't fill it all the way up to 100% because if you get, see it says oversaturated with water. If you're at 100%, it's going to take a while, and that's probably going to like downgrade your skills or something like that while you're oversaturated. So that is how drinking and eating works. And I'm sure that, I have noticed that once you kill like a little animal or a chicken or whatever, chickens are pretty easy to kill. Rabbits, watch out for. A rabbit has killed both me and Zarn here. He's a new player as well on his second day, just like me. But a rabbit has killed us both, ironically. Chickens are pretty easy to kill, but once you do that, you can try to butcher it and get the meat off of it. And I'm sure you would cook meat the same way. You would need a skewer and a fire pit, and you can cook it and eat it. Okay, so that's how you do the eating and drinking to stay alive. And then after that, it's just gathering resources and trying to better equip yourself and better armor yourself, and eventually build a home. And like these guys have built these big fences over here and rooms and shelters and all kinds of stuff. Going to take a lot more time in a game like this than something like Rust, though, however. So if you're looking for a survival game where there's going to be a lot more action and going to be a lot, more stuff going on, then you might look away from this game and look more towards a game like Rust or the upcoming Grav or something like that. But if you're looking for a very, very, very deep resource gathering and crafting and skill type game, then this might be right up your alley. This might be a game you're looking for. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching this first, or my second video on my return to Xsyon here. Hopefully I've covered some more materials as I'm learning more and more about the game. And I'm sure as I skill up, I'll be able to show you more and more stuff. So definitely keep an eye out. I definitely will be back with more videos of Xsyon. Be sure you leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys are wanting to see, what you guys are thinking about this game. And you've seen me already accept, put somebody else in my tribe. I come up here to my my tribal post, and can't remember if I left click it or if I right click it. Pretty much right click everything. Tribe information, you can set your things. You can also set start location. It shows all your members that you've had join, how long they've been joining, the ranks which you've created, upkeep. You have different upkeep. I don't exactly know what all this stuff is yet, but tribe information, tribe bonuses at 0%, resource bonuses in progress. So yeah, there's a lot to this game. It's pretty deep for sure. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching. This has been my second video of Xsyon, and look for more videos coming soon. You'll see that we've also made us some basic grass armor and stuff like that. That's just pretty simple stuff. That's just simply coming over here in grass and gathering grass and then making it into, like, it's just going into basketry, not terraforming. That's terraforming here, sorry. Going into basketry, and you'll just go ahead to, you'll want to make grass string to start, or grass, what is it? Grass thread to start with. That's made out of grass, and then from grass thread you can make grass string, and then from grass string you can actually make grass twine, and then after that you can, from grass twine you can make like grass fabric. Fabric is actually made from just grass, it looks like, but then you can make from grass thread and some grass fabric made from basic grass. You can start making your dogwa pants, dogwa moskins and stuff like that, and that's your basic armor in the game. So and as you start crafting more and more stuff, you'll start automatically learning new recipes on how to make even more stuff. Like I learned how to make a grass tarp, I think, and grass straps by making some of this other stuff. So the most stuff that I've actually learned is in toolcraft, because that's where I've spent the most time making stuff. And you'll see that I started with like 20 or something like that. Now I'm up to 40. I know 40 out of a possible 304 schematics for different tools. So the more time you spend with it, the more time you get into it, the more time you start spending crafting and running around, the more you're going to learn about the game. I haven't really looked at the user's manual. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know, but it's pretty cool. I mean, there's all kinds of animals to hunt. You're always seeing kind of revenants, which is, basically your zombies in the game, your threat. And I haven't really seen any other players that have killed me yet, but I'm sure those are out there, especially since I joined the PvP server of this game. Here they should not be able to help me, or they should not be able to hurt me, however, because I am in my tribal area, which is, it doesn't go out too far, but it goes out to about that tree, something like that. By the time I get about that tree, it'll tell me I'm leaving the funner area, which is the name of my tribe. So just keep running, you'll see where your boundaries are for your tribe. Leaving funner right here. So like I said, about my tree, so that's about how far in each direction your tribe goes once you set out your tribal post. And everybody can set out their own tribal post once they join the game. Again, there's only one server, so everybody's on the same server, and this is a map made after the geographical data for the area of this Lake Tahoe area in California and Nevada. And it can be terraformed and stuff like that, so any changes that aren't actual geographically based are going to be changes made by the players. Again, I want to go and thank you guys for watching. This has been Xsyon with my second video of Xsyon. Take care, everybody. We'll be right back with some more here in the next couple of days, I'm sure.